I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smell! You know that gasoline smell? It smells like victory.
Hunting down all of my enemies, I'm gonna search and destroy. Ain't no Call of Duty when I'm going fucking loony. My gun's about to deploy. I'm about to cause an apocalypse and show my fucking dominance. Overall 7 continents, skill so motherfucking prominent. Got verses full of fire on this track. I'm laying down napalm, machete, leaving you red all over like a scarlet crayon. Creating this deadly chaos, extremely fucking fatal. Pedal to the metal, I'm the devil so hateful, leaving all your body parts so disabled. I'm the fucking god of war, Kratos with that golden fleece, bringing all that warfare to the opposition. Now they all just pray and hope for peace, acting like I hate braces when I leave them all with broken teeth, beating people physically and scarring them emotionally. Goddamn, I'm so hostile, evil and sick like the movie Hostile. The way I kill them all is truly awful. Face slap like the ass off a booty model. Troopers attacking your colony with no apology. Man, you are gonna see death coming for all of your broccoli. Taking your riches is honestly all I request. Speeding in your house with a blade fast, killing your whole crew like ASAP. No Rocky, but I hit him up with 8 jabs. White killer just spitting out straight crack. You have now reached the finale. This is my final conclusion. If you aren't with me, you're likely to die. So if you are not with me, you're probably stupid.
Stats somewhere that someone can look up?
Yeah, I'm not just making this stuff up. I know my football.
What's his last name?
I'll give it a shot. Tubba Meatloaf.
There's an accent at the end, but yeah, otherwise.
It's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Meatloaf?
Gone are the days when we thought Roethlisberger was the hard quarterback name to pronounce.
Who is that weird teenager?
Yeah, this guy sucks.
It's Colts fan. We don't want to.
Oh,
I don't want to bring him up. So if you give him this much slack, this much radical acceptance and love, right? What's to stop him from this being bad every week?
Damn! You just blew my mind.
I'm sorry.
Holy hell.
I do that sometimes.
You're right. You can't cut anybody slack.
I didn't say that.
I am furious.
No, I'm so sorry. That's not actually what I meant. I just...
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Goddamn right.
You to a tub of lard meat.
No.
Get him.
To a tub of ass.
Ass.
I'm so mad.
No. Okay.
Get him.
Hell yeah.
Poop in his pants. Poop in his pants.
Well, poop in your pants.
Yeah.
Poop in your pants.
Hell yeah.
Tua. Ooh, I'm mad.
Number 2.
I just want to say that I think that anger was probably right underneath everything, and I did nothing.
I think you
You
did.
did a good job getting it out of him.
Everything.
I just was...
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have tapped into this rage. This delicious rage. I feel stronger.
Yeah.
Taste it.
Okay, well, I like strength, but emotional strength.
Ooh, tastes like duck. I had some duck on the way here.
Oh,
It's a little messy.
You
in
caught
your
it yourself?
pants?
Did you poop your pants again?
You're like an anger diuretic, Doc.
The fuck?
Again, get this kid out of here.
I can't. We just have to. You know what? All that anger in the air. Can you grab it? Can you just grab it for me? Grab it. Just grab it and just stuff it back in your mouth. Now swallow it. Put it back.
You wanted me to put the anger back in my body?
Well, I feel like I should not be
So you just gave me
responsible.
more anger.
No, it's not. It's just the same amount.
I'm even madder now.
No.
Watch out, Tua.
Swallow.
I'm coming.
Feed off of it.
You better not lose
Feed
again.
it.
No more losses.
Okay.
No more losses.
Okay, I should say that this is not the first time that I have done this to a patient, but it is the first sports related time.
I thought you were talking about yourself.
It's not a flaw.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like a flaw.
It's not a flaw.
Oh man! By the way, that was NFL fan therapy. Look up my boy Fitzy. I'm gonna try to get him on the AFC's Roundtable this season. He's a Patriots fan. I got like 30,000 subscribers. He's like the most well-known Patriots fan. He's on the radio. He's funny as hell. He's my homeboy. I'm gonna try to get him on the Roundtable, but he does these NFL fan therapies, and that's just the Dolphin one that he did. I think it was yesterday he uploaded, but what did I want? Okay, before I get the stream started, we're going to talk about Mojo, and let's get to Tua. There's a lot of stuff to talk about here. The most unstable, emotional fan base in NFL history. Let's go ahead. This is sponsored by Mojo. You can use that to look it up or whatever. It's available in New Jersey. I think they're going to be available in more states later on. So let's go to Tua here. He's $40.80 a share. I mean, after tomorrow, he's going to go down to zero. That's my opinion. If you invest in this trash quarterback, Tua turn the ball over, double beat loaf, whatever it is, man, he's gonna be down to $0 next week after Herbert exposes him. The Chargers are gonna beat the absolute piss out of the Miami Dolphins tomorrow. And after we do Mojo, I'm going to do the playoff predictor, and I'm going to show you why the Dolphins are going to lose the rest of the games. They're not going to win another game this season. The season's over with for y'all. But Jalen Waddle's at $16.93 a share. I'm surprised he's not actually trending up, because the only reason why Tua is even remotely an NFL quarterback this season is because they had to help him out and get him literally the fastest receiver in NFL history. And if you were to pair Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, you give him to Herbert, give him to Mac Jones, hell, give him to Jalen Hurts, give him to any quarterback in the NFL, they would have the same numbers as Tua. So at the end of the day, the only reason Tua is, like I said, is a starting quarterback in this league is because your GM had to do everything he could to try to mask his deficiencies. And without him, he's pretty much nothing. He's absolutely nothing without Teron Armstead. That's another fact, that he needs an offensive line to even be remotely accurate in the NFL, which you saw last week when they were missing Teron Armstead, who's absolute trash. The only quarterback in NFL history that needs a perfect offensive line and that needs the two fastest receivers to be an NFL quarterback. I've never seen anything like it, to be honest with you. But I mean, like I said, Dolphins fans, there's Tua non. You guys are split. Some people hate Tua, like TD. Or what did TD say? This is pretty much what TD said about Tua earlier this season.
I just said Skylar Thompson is the best quarterback on this roster. And ladies and gentlemen, I troll on Twitter, but I wasn't trolling because I truly believe it. And you can ask anybody who I talked to backstage, EM and all of them. I've been telling them that for over a week now. I don't care nothing about Tua. I've been in the league 2 years. I don't care nothing about his 70 and 80% completion games. When I look at Skylar Thompson, he is the best quarterback on this roster. Now, some of y'all may not like that. It don't make me right. But it's just what I believe.
And there is your fearless leader, TD, the delusional one. And I know a lot of you two and on are pretty much like this right now, watching the stream.
It's my quarterback. It's my quarterback.
Yes, that is your quarterback, you emotionally unstable Dolphins fans. That is definitely your quarterback. But this is what I can't remember his name, but I think he was probably one of the greatest sports reporters in the history of the Miami Dolphins, from what I heard. This guy has spoken nothing but the truth, and he was demonized, and I think he got let go, I think he left Miami because the Dolphins fans, or not Dolphins fans, but the Alabama Tua fans threatened his life. and they ran him out of Miami because he had the balls to speak up. And this is what he said.
I'm out the door now. Tua's a weirdo. His teammates look at him as a weirdo.
That's one of your own reporters that y'all ran out. I mean, one of the greatest reporters reporting on the Dolphins, but y'all ran him out of town. But let's get back to Mojo real quick. Let's go to a real team. No, not the Jets. A real team, the team that's most like that's going to already have that's pretty much the AFC East on wrap. A team that I will say I give all my respect for Josh Allen, the best quarterback right now in the NFL. Um, a team, a franchise that has been snake bitten multiple times, wide right. We all know 13 seconds, Music City Miracle. But I think this is a year they could potentially get over the hump because they actually have an NFL quarterback, the best actually. A team that's about to win a division. Since Brady left, they will have won the division 3 straight times, something that the Miami Dolphins haven't done. Oh, my bad, Dolphins haven't even made the playoffs since Brady left. A f- you know, I would pretty much sell everything I have to invest in Josh Allen on the Mojo app. But yeah. Oh, and Bills fans, like I said, shout out to y'all. I'm gonna be making a hype video for y'all when y'all make the playoffs. That was my bet. Whoever won the division will get a hype video, and I'm planning to honor that bet. And we all know I'm the greatest when it comes to hype videos. And I've never made a Bills hype video, so I got a little something planned. I'm trending towards the Josh Allen hype video and then a Buffalo Bills, the new Transformers trailer with Biggie. That song probably going to be played in it, and I got a lot of highlights. So, Bills, congratulations! You're the only fan base that would have ever gotten a hype video outside of the Patriots, outside of Tom Brady. So you guys won your bet. I'll be making my hype video as per Rico. Rico, I bet with Rico that I would have to make a hype video for y'all if y'all had won the division. So I'll be dropping that as soon as you cleanse the AFC East, which should be probably in the next couple of weeks. Um, it could be after you beat down the Dolphins. Who knows? But congratulations, Bills fans. And like I said, you guys are looking pretty good right now. Let's go to another team, another trash team that's irrelevant right now, and that's the New York Jets. Another franchise that hasn't won a playoff. I mean, hasn't been to the playoffs in over a decade. They have no quarterback. Alt right Jimmy Clausen was there is another bust, just like Sam Donald, a franchise that hasn't had a quarterback since Joe Willie Namath. A franchise that, like I said, will be eliminated in the next couple of weeks because Buffalo's going to murder them tomorrow, stomp all over them. And then I guess who do they play? Oh yeah, that's right. I think they play Detroit after that. I'm not even sure, but no, the Jets won't make the playoffs. Another failed franchise. We appreciate the super chat. If fall continues, will Dolphins bench Tua? No, they have to ride with him. They have to. They have no choice. At this point, unless he gets hurt again, which is a strong possibility, being that he's made out of glass. Um, some say he is actually Mr. Glass. He is actually Samuel L. Jackson. And let's go to my franchise that will be making the playoffs. The greatest franchise of all time, 6 Super Bowls. The only reason why the AFC East is even remotely have ever been in the conversation. When we were dominant, we actually won Super Bowls, unlike the Miami Dolphins with Dan Marino or Dan Marino. Like I said, we might not be. We're not even close to the Bills, but we are a playoff team. I think we get the 7th seed over the Jets and the Miami Dolphins. So obviously, our offense is not up to par. I think it had more to do with the Buffalo just being too good for us. We're just not on the same level. I can admit that. Still, like I said, I'm not a fan of Mac Jones. I still think Zappy Fever should be taken over right now, but we have no choice. Belichick's on the ride with him. When you hire an offensive coordinator like Matt Patricia, who's not even offensive coordinator, who failed in Detroit, who failed as a defensive coordinator for the Patriots, who benched Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl, this is kind of what you're going to get when you hire him as your OC, who's not even an OC, who doesn't even have the title. But the Patriots have a pretty easy schedule coming up. You got the card. We're going to beat the Cardinals on Monday because Kyler Murray hasn't won a game since Call of Duty came out. Then we play the Raiders, and we all saw what happened yesterday with Baker Mayfield. Took them 92 yards in under a minute to score, or a minute 30 or whatever, with no timeouts. And they beat the Raiders. Josh McDaniels most likely is going to get fired at the end of the season. If not, it's because it's a financial obligation, and the Raiders can't afford it. But we're going to win our next two games, and then we got to play the Bengals. I think that's the game that we can definitely win. And then we got to go to then Miami comes to us, which that's gonna be a game that I think the Patriots are gonna actually eliminate the Dolphins from the playoff discussion. And I'm gonna celebrate that like you guys celebrated your week 3 Super Bowl. I'm gonna pop champagne, I'm gonna get naked, I'm gonna streak. Um, it's gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna troll the fuck out of you Dolphins fans the entire time I do it. So, like I said, this is Mojo. Download it. You can use the QR code to download it. And shout out to Mojo, one of our sponsors. But let's get into what I really wanted to talk about here. We're going to. I think I got to go to playoff predictors, and I'm going to show you why the Miami Dolphins are not going to make the playoffs. Oh, and by the way, my Twitter is actually suspended. I mean, not suspended, but it's been in lockdown for a week, and I'm about to show you why. It's because you emotional Dolphins fans just can't take the truth. I don't know what to tell you. Where is it at? Let's see here. That's not it. Let me go ahead and roast this fucker. He wanted my attention. I'm about to give him my attention. Remove. Share screen. Let's see. So this is the emotional Dolphins fan. You know what I find funny is this dude who blocked me, who reported my account last week, and it's been suspended for 6 days. It gets unsuspended in about, I don't know, 5 hours from now. I will be back in Twitter. So people that follow me, if you wonder why I haven't tweeted, it's because this sensitive piece of shit decided to report me and flag me and block me, like the sensitive, unstable, emotional Dolphins fan that he is. It's hilarious that this account was created this season. Dude says he's been a Dolphins fan since Dan Marino in the 90s, but didn't where was all the Dolphins receipts the past 2 decades? Where was all these Dolphins receipts? Was it last season? Yeah, when Tua was absolute dog shit and he choked against the Titans. This dude also has beef with TD. He actually had the nerve and the audacity, to unmitigated gall, to make a poll of the biggest Tua hater, and I guess TD. I don't know if he won or not because this dude blocked me, but this dude is an absolute clown. If anything, I'm going to do everything I can to take this dude out. He's a sensitive little coward, and he can't take the heat. But this account will be null and void once the Dolphins and Tua crash and burn, and their season goes down the drain like every season. I can't wait to troll the hell out of this account. So yeah, that's pretty much why my Twitter's got suspended. But shout out to Jimmy Casket, $2 donation. What's up, Tyson? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing amazing. Hope you guys watched the World Cup today. Some pretty great games. Morocco with the Cinderella upset over Portugal. Ronaldo got kicked out, which I was rooting for Ronaldo. I'm a huge Ronaldo fan. But Morocco, the Cinderella team, ended up they're going to be playing is it for France? France knocked out England. It's not coming home again. England choked. Harry Kane missed a penalty. So it's going to be France versus Morocco, and that's an actual rivalry because Morocco, I think it was the 1900s, France not occupied, but I think they kind of occupied Morocco. That's one of them countries where they kind of like it was like kind of like a civil war or whatever, and they have like a lot of personal issues between those two countries, so that's going to be a pretty good game. The fans are probably going to be fighting, burning. Paris is going to burn no matter what after that game. But then I got France going to the final. I don't think Morocco has enough. Their defense is great, but Mbappe and Griezmann, Pogba, you know what I mean? Olivier Giroud. I think they're gonna take it. I think France is gonna win the World Cup. I think they're gonna face Croatia again. I think Messi's gonna get knocked out by Croatia, and it's gonna be a rematch of the 2018 World Cup final. But that's about that. I know y'all ain't here to talk about soccer, so. But I'm about to. Give me a second here. I'm setting it up. I'm about to go to playoff predictors, and I'm going to show you the here it is. I guess I gotta share a screen here. Green Bean owns Master at work. Oh, you want to talk about Green Bean? I can roast his ass too. Green Bean is a sensitive snowflake who lives in a trailer. 67-year-old man. He probably was alive the last time they all won a Super Bowl. I think it was Willie Joe Namath, right? So he probably might be the only the only living Jets fan that actually was alive the last time y'all were good. Jets fans can't say shit to me because, like I said, you haven't beaten this since World War II. You franchise is a dumpster fire. You'll never find a quarterback ever, 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 and you won't make the playoffs this season. What are we, 7 straight sweeps? I don't. Jets fans are a clown show to me. The lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of a sheep, and in this scenario, you are the sheep, and I am the lion. Anyway, give me a second here while I set this up for you guys. I don't talk. I don't respect grown ass men that live in a trailer and can't afford their own house. They have to live in a trailer. So that's what I feel about that. How about how can he own me and he doesn't even own his own house? That's very funny. But yeah. Let's see, because they decided to take personal shots after I trolled them on their stream, so I guess I'm allowed to take personal shots too, you know. But whatever. Anyway, I think this is the playoff predictor. Let me go ahead and share this screen here. Share screen. Oh, I gotta stop this screen. Share screen. And where is it? Okay, Dolphins fans, buckle up because I'm about to show you. Oh shit, I gotta reset this, right? I need to reset this. Okay. Stupid ass ads. Okay, so hold on. Let me reset this. What the fuck? Okay. NFL 2022 season. Playoff picture. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh my god, bro. Okay, let's go back. I'm only going to be here for another 30 minutes, so y'all just going to have to tolerate me. It's my time to stream, so I have a contractual obligation to stream today. So y'all just going to have to deal with me. Especially you peasant Dolphins fans. Okay, I think we are where we are where I need to be now. But why is this showing the division? I need to show this schedule. Update. Okay. Here we are. What? Oh, shit. Don't tell me I messed this up again. I just keep messing it up. Okay, I'm good now. Here we are. Okay. Stupid ass ad. Whatever. Okay, let's go. So let's go ahead and I'm about to show you guys. Let me see if there's any super chats in here. Nope, not yet. Okay. I'm about to show you how the Dolphins and how they're going to miss the playoffs. What week are we in? And why is that? Why the hell is this? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, hold on, bro. This is starting to really piss me off now. Okay. Previous. I'm about to reset it all the way because I already did my own playoff predictors, so that's why I got to reset it to week 30. What are we in, week 14? Here we are. Okay, let's go ahead. So right now, these are the seeds. As you can see, the Dolphins are scraping by the skin of their chinny chin chin. The Jets have the 7th seed, which they will not have after Monday night. Actually, no, because if the Jets lose, which they will, that's a foregone conclusion. Chargers beat the Dolphins, foregone conclusion. Yes, the Jets will be out of. Okay, so that's pretty much what's going to happen. Okay, so I'll give you the most realistic end of the season standings all the way to week 17 of what I think is going to happen. Okay, so obviously I think this is actually going to be a toss-up. Jacksonville could beat Tennessee, but let's go realistic. I think the Titans are going to take that one. Buffalo's going to beat the Jets. We're only going to do the AFC. This one, Deshaun Watson going to Cincinnati tomorrow. I don't think he's ready yet. Bengals are actually cruising. This is the time of year where a team and a quarterback like Joe Burrow, something that Tua can't do. They were drafted in the same year, and they don't collapse late in the season. So I got to pick the Bengals. This is actually an interesting one. I think Pittsburgh is actually favored in this one. No, I think because Tyler Huntley is playing. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh going to take that one tomorrow. Chiefs are going to beat the Broncos. They don't have a quarterback. Dolphins are going to lose to San Diego or the Chargers or whatever. Justin Herbert is going to expose Dolphins, have one of the worst defenses in the NFL. Raiders. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Raiders already lost, so they're pretty much eliminated. The Patriots beat the Cardinals. Cowboys beat the Texans. So this is what the playoff standings are going to look like after week 14. The Dolphins and the Ravens will be tied. The Patriots will take the last playoff spot. They have a tiebreaker over the Chargers because of better conference game, because they have a better conference record. And the Jets, obviously, we have the tiebreaker over the Jets. Pittsburgh is hanging on. The Raiders are virtually eliminated because they choked against Baker Mayfield, who only had 2 days to play. So that's going to be the standings after week 14. Does anybody disagree with this? Didn't think so. Of course, the only people that disagree are the unstable, emotionally delusional Chargers fans. Dolphins fans. Let's go to week 15. Now, the Dolphins, like I said, right now they are still in the playoffs after what's going to happen tomorrow. Let's go to week 15. Browns, Ravens. I don't know if Lamar Jackson's going to be back by then. They played Deshaun Watson again. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know, man. This is a toss-up game right here. It really depends on if Lamar's going to play. I'm going to go ahead and assume he's going to play. and I'm going to pick the Ravens. But if not, nah. Until I know, nah, I'm going to pick the Browns. They're at home. The Ravens have not been playing well. Buffalo's going to scrape Miami. It's in the cold weather. There's snow scheduled for that game. Tua can't play in the cold. Tua, this is his late season collapse. So Buffalo's taking that game. It's not even going to be close. The Chiefs are going to beat the Texans, obviously. Another fucking game where I have no clue what could happen. But I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to assume that the Titans are going to... Wait, did they lose last week? The Titans... I did pick the Titans to lose last week, didn't I? What did I pick last week? Don't tell me it fucking reset on me. Whatever. So Titans... Chargers, Broncos, Bengals. Yeah, Titans. I'm gonna pick Titans to win. Okay, that's how I had it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Chargers. Patriots beat the Raiders. Vikings, Steelers, Cowboys. I'm gonna give the Jets. I'm gonna throw the Jets a bone and then pick y'all to beat the Lions at home. I'm gonna give the Bengals this win. The Broncos doesn't even matter because they're out. So this would be the standings after week 15. Right now the Dolphins would be out of the playoffs. So according to my analysis of why you guys have to win tomorrow is because if you lose, being that the Buffalo game's a foregone loss and there's really nothing you can do to beat them, you got lucky the first time. This is the reason why I honestly believe that you will be out of the playoffs after next week. And even if I switch it to, let's say Tennessee beats the Chargers, you're still out. What if the Titans beat the Chargers next week and the Jets lose to the Lions? Then you go back to a playoff spot because you have a better record than the Jets. So I'm going to give you the best case scenario. But let's say the Lions upset the Jets. Let's say the Titans beat the Chargers for you. Here, I'm gonna throw you a bone. You're still in the playoffs. Let's go to week 16. Let's give the Jets another win. Since they lost against the Lions. Let's give the Titans a win. They're going to beat the Texans. The Patriots are going to beat the Bengals. The Raiders. I don't know. I think the Raiders will beat the Steelers. Chargers. Let's give the Chargers another win here against the Colts. They'll beat the Colts. The Bills beat the Browns. Chiefs win. Bengals win. Browns win. And the Packers win. Aaron Rodgers is gonna stomp y'all. Let's see. Let's give the Broncos a win. So, by this realistic scenario, you're out of the playoffs. But let's say I'll let y'all win this game. Let's say I'm gonna throw you another bone. I'm gonna after three straight losses, like in the beginning of the season when you won your first three and then lost three, I'm gonna put you on another 3-game win streak, but then I'm gonna give you a sympathy win. I'm gonna give you a sympathy win, right? I'm gonna give you a sympathy win. Let's go. So you're still in the playoffs. You're 9-6. I'm even giving you a sympathy win. Let's go to week 17. Remember now, you're still in the playoffs here. Patriots are the 7th seed. You have a tiebreaker over Baltimore because the Cincinnati's they overtook Baltimore. Let's see. The Chiefs are going to obviously beat the Broncos. I'm gonna give the Jags that win. Lamar Jackson's back. They'll win. Here we go. And we'll get to this game in a second. I'm gonna go ahead, Bills, and I'm gonna give the Bengals this win. I think that's a game Buffalo could lose. Let's see here. Cowboys beat the Titans. Here, I'm throwing you another bone. Let's see here, the Browns over there. It doesn't matter who I pick because the Browns are virtually no. Because if they win, they're 8-8. I'm going to give the Browns a win to keep it interesting. There. Raiders lose. Chargers win. Jets and Seahawks. I'm gonna throw the Jets a bone and I'm gonna give them a win. So now we're week 17, and you're hanging on by a thread. Hanging on by a thread. Until you lose. That shit funny to me. 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 It ain't gonna be funny for you Dolphins fans though. It ain't gonna be funny for Dolphins fans. And you know what's so beautiful? What's so beautiful about this scenario is when we're gonna be the ones to eliminate you. Because let's say this happens and we get to the last game of the season. Right now, the Chiefs have the number 1 seed. The Bills are 12 and fuck. I don't like this scenario because that would mean Buffalo can't rest their starters. Even if Buffalo were to win, it really wouldn't matter because they wouldn't have clinched the number 1 seed. The Chiefs, I don't see how they drop another game. But we're gonna stick to this. Let's get to the last game of the season. Last game of the season, Dolphins are out of the playoffs as we speak. Let's see what could get you in. We're gonna see. We're gonna go with the Chiefs. We're gonna go with the Chargers over the Broncos. This game doesn't mean anything. Even if I pick the Browns, it doesn't mean anything. Let's see the Titans. Let's see the Bengals. We're gonna give you the Colts. So all AFC matchups. So as we speak, these 2 games are gonna decide who gets in the playoffs. So let's say the Patriots somehow shock Buffalo and you guys win. Wow, you get the number 7 seed, Dolphins. But let's say the Patriots lose. That means the Patriots would be out. What happens if the Bills win and the Jets win? Say we both lose. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? You are out of the playoffs. So, regardless of what the Patriots do on this last game of the season, we're most likely going to get our ass kicked because they're going to have to play their starters to try to get that number 1 seed and hope that the Raiders upset the Chiefs. Unless they beat Cincinnati the week prior. But your playoff lives could literally come down to beating the Jets. To beating the Jets. You would literally have to beat the Jets. Let's say some other wacky shit happens. Let's say who else is on a playoff bubble? The Chargers. Let's say the Chargers lose. That means you're still out. Let's say the Chargers lose and the Patriots lose. But you're still out. But let's say the Dolphins win. Okay, you're in. So really, you need to win that Jets game. That's pretty much what's come down to. Either way, let me ask you all a question now that we're done here with the most realistic scenario, and pretty much is how things are most likely going to shake out. Dolphins fans, hopefully I don't think I missed a super chat, did I? No, I did not. Okay. Listen here, Dolphins fans. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. Deep down in the pit of your stomach, you know it's coming. Oh, it's coming. And there's really nothing you can do to avoid it. Listen, you're not going to clinch no playoff spot. Listen, I guarantee you, the last game of the season, the last week of the season, the Dolphins are going to have to win to get into the playoffs. Regardless of what you think could transpire, regardless of what you think could happen, you are going to have a game where you have to win to get in. And if you lose, you're out. And what has happened the prior 2 seasons, Dolphins fans? Should we go back to memory lane? Year one, Tua, last game of the season. All you had to do was go into Buffalo and win. Not only did you not win, you got your salad tossed. It was so bad where I think Buffalo's backup had to come in the second half. That's how bad it was. That was Tua's rookie season. Am I correct? All Tua had to do, all he had to do was win one game. And you would have went to the playoffs. And then I think you had to wait after you lost. You needed the Colts to lose. I can't remember who it was too. I know the Colts. It was the Colts, and I can't remember who they played, but they ended up winning. You needed the Colts to lose to get in, but you had literally the playoff spot on lockdown the last game of the season. Because there were scenarios where you would have got your ass kicked. Well, you got your ass kicked, but you could. There was other scenarios where you could still got in, but you didn't. In any case, that was year one, right? Year two, the Dolphins went on were last year 1-7, 1-7, turmoil, and then you had the gauntlet of the easiest schedule. I'm going to actually look this up for you. I'm going to do you a favor, and we're going to look at your schedule from last season when you went on a 7-game win streak. Here, I'm going to refresh your memory. Give me 1 second here. Just so we can run, and I'm going to show you why this is such a trend. 2021 Miami Dolphins schedule. Because I'm actually curious to see the wins that you had. Because okay, let's go ahead and go. This is actually kind of fun. I'm actually kind of curious because I know they played a bunch. Probably like some of the worst teams the NFL has ever seen. This was your schedule last season. This is exactly what happened. You beat us week 1, and you celebrated your Super Bowl. And then what happened? 35-0. You lost against Buffalo week 2. You lost in overtime against the Raiders. You lost 27-17 against Phillip Rivers and the Colts. Tom Brady dicked you down in week 5. You lost to Jacksonville in London. That's like your home away from home. Y'all got more fans in London than you do Miami. I give you that. Because y'all like one of the first teams to play in Miami. That's kind of pathetic, right? That you actually have more fans overseas in the UK, where the NFL isn't even a number 1 sport. Y'all got more fanfare over there. Because if you look at Hard Rock Stadium, it's never ever full. I don't like it. It never looks like a sellout. But then again, your fan base is fake anyway. Y'all remember the 2000? Was it the NBA Finals where your fans left early against the Spurs, and all you LeBron sexuals got bailed out by Ray Allen in the corner, and most of your fans left there. I mean, you guys have a joke of a fan base anyway. Most of y'all are transplants anyway. Most of the Dolphins fans that I know don't even have an affiliation with Florida or Miami, or South Florida, or South Beach, or whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. Anyway, then y'all go ahead and lose against the Falcons, another terrible team last year. Y'all lost against an absolute putrid Jaguars team who ended up getting. Was Trevor Lawrence? Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. That was a Trevor Lawrence rookie season. That's right. It was Trevor Lawrence rookie season. And they had Urban Meyer. You lost to Urban Meyer, bro. Y'all lost to Urban Meyer. Just let that sink in. You lost to Urban Meyer. This is what your fan base, your franchise has gone through. You lost to Cocaine Cowboy. Anyway, you lost to a horrible Falcons team, and then you get dicked down again at Buffalo, 26-11. So you went on a 7-game losing streak. Season's over. Your fan base is in turmoil. Fire Brian Flores. Tua is not the guy. Tuanon is a full-on battle with the insurrectionists from was it Deshaun Watson? People want Deshaun Watson. It was just bad. You just look back anyway. And then you went on a complete gauntlet. Oh, did you go on a gauntlet? You beat the Houston Texans. You beat the Baltimore Ravens, who didn't even make the playoffs last season because Lamar Jackson ended up getting hurt. Then you beat the New York Jets, who also was absolutely putrid with Zach Wilson. Terrible, terrible team. You beat the Carolina Panthers, who I think they had. Who the fuck? Was this Sam Darnold? I think it was Sam Darnold, right? Did y'all beat? Yeah, I think it was Sam Darnold. I can't remember who the quarterback was, but yeah, you beat Carolina. It's crazy. 4 of these 5 games that y'all won in this stretch, y'all were all at home. And then you beat the New York Giants, another terrible team last year who fired their head coach and Joe Judge. And I think Daniel Jones wasn't even in there. Who the hell was the quarterback for the Giants in that win? I mean, it couldn't have been Daniel Jones because I think he got hurt last year late in the season. I'm not even sure. Let me go read the comments. Maybe y'all can tell me who the damn quarterback was for the Giants. Who was the quarterback for the Giants when y'all beat them? Jake Fromm. So you beat Jake Fromm State Farm. You beat Jake, and now Dolphins fans are getting a little cocky. They get a little delusional. We gonna make the playoffs this season. We going on a stretch. We the hottest team in the NFL because we beat the Texans. We beat the Ravens. We beat the Jets. We beat Zach Wilson. We beat Sam Darnold, and we beat Jake from State Farm. And then we beat Zach Wilson again. And then I remember this game. I vividly remember this game. That's the Saints Monday night game. Who the hell was the quarterback for the Saints? Somebody please tell me. Was it Taysom Hill? I'm pretty sure Alvin Kamara wasn't playing. Oh, it was Mike Glennon? Even worse. Even worse. Even worse. You beat Long Neck. You beat Long Neck. So anyway, I remember that Monday Night Football game. So now the Dolphins have won 2. They won 7 straight. They had a bye week in between to feel good about themselves. And then we get to week 17. Tua. All he needs is one game. All he needs is one game. Let's go ahead and click on this, shall we? I want to see. Is it going to let me do that? Oh, recap. Let's see what happened in this game. Shall we? I'm not going to show any highlights. I just want to see the stats. Because I know that Tua fumbled. He threw a couple picks. He was absolutely horrendous in that game. Please don't show me any video. I just want to see the stat line in this game. Oh, let's look at. Oh, he tells me even the drives. Miami punt. Titans punt. Miami punt. 4 plays, 3 and out. Titans 3 and out. Dolphins 3 and out. Titans touchdown. Tua fumbles. Titans field goal, second quarter. Dolphins field goal. Titans touchdown. Dolphins punt. End of half. Titans punt. Dolphins miss field goal. Fourth quarter. Titans punt. Tua turnover on downs. Titans touchdown. Dolphins turnover on downs. Titans field goal. Tua throws a pick. Titans touchdown. No fourth quarter. That's actually more entertaining than watching Tua. Don't y'all love that recap? That was actually more entertaining than watching Tua. Anywho, let's go back. Anyway, so in a game where y'all had to win to get into the playoffs, all you need to do is win because you beat us. You beat us in a meaningless regular season game at the end of the season where we made the playoffs and you were already eliminated after week 17. Because all the scenarios that needed to happen happened to where you were eliminated. Had you won that game, you would have been in the driver's seat. But let's just say, let's just be real. Let's say if you would have pulled off some type of miracle and beat the Titans, let's just say that would have happened. Do you honestly believe? Because the Patriots wouldn't have clinched the playoff spot had you won that game. I know that for a fact. Do you honestly believe you could have beat us with a playoff spot on the line? Hell to the no. Hell no. Hell no. So, now let's get to this season. Let's see if I can bring up that little schedule that you had. Give me a second here. You know what? I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna go to your little subreddit and see what type of delusional nonsense your fan base is talking. I'm actually kind of curious. Oh, give me a second, and then we're gonna actually see the schedule. Oh God. Oh. No. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. So, this is your schedule, bro. So, now we all remember what happened, right? You beat us. You beat the Ravens, who absolutely choked. And that was one of the most craziest collapses I think I've ever witnessed. But then again, it's the Ravens, is what they do. You beat Buffalo in like the most luckiest game in NFL history because you guys decided to cheat and make sure that that the Bills part of the field. This is how y'all think y'all slick. Y'all think y'all slick. I know how y'all do. Y'all designed the stadium to where you guys get all the shade and the Bills are hit with the sun. But I'll give you the win, right? Home field advantage is something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ended up winning the game. Y'all won your Super Bowl in week 3. We all saw the memes. Tua goes down. That was the game where Tua had a concussion and you guys brought him back in. So you guys violated the NFL protocol. You guys risked Tua's health and his well-being for a football game. Brought him in against Cincinnati where he should have never played. We all know what happened. He got absolutely clocked. I thought he was dead, to be honest with you. I thought he was paralyzed. I thought he was never going to play football again. It could have been a second brain impact for all I knew. But anyway, Tua's out. You guys lose. Lose to the Jets. Get blown out by the Jets. And the Vikings skull fucked you the very next week. But we didn't have our starting quarterback. So Tua didn't play in any of these 3 games, and you ended up winning, and you ended up losing them all. So that one just confirms that Scarlett Thompson wasn't the guy. Let's go on the 5-game win streak. You beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, Who hasn't beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers this season? Hell, we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. 16-10, and it wasn't even like you blew them out. You survived. You survived against the Detroit Lions, another team. So is Pittsburgh a playoff team? Nope. Is Detroit a playoff team? Nope. Is Chicago a playoff team? Nope. Actually, they might be all eliminated in like 2 weeks. All of these teams. Are the Cleveland Browns a playoff team? They might be, but Deshaun Watson didn't play. Nope. Bye week. Are the Houston Texans a playoff team? They're the worst team in the league. So explain this to me, Dolphins fans. You played literally all the 5 teams that you played are all non-playoff teams. You played against Kenny Pickett, Jared Goff. Justin Fields played in this game. That's why it was so close. So you barely beat the Steelers. You beat the Steelers by 6. You beat the Lions by 4. You beat the Bears by a field goal. You blow out Jacoby Brissett bye week. And you blow out the Houston Texans by halftime, who's one of the worst teams probably in NFL history. And then the very next week was the game that you were supposed to prove everybody wrong. But lo and behold, Jimmy Garoppolo ends up getting hurt and tears his damn ACL. So at this point, you should win the game because the 49ers, even though they have the number 1 defense in the NFL, they also have a 7th round Mr. Irrelevant quarterback in his first NFL game who didn't take any practice reps and carved y'all up like a Thanksgiving turkey. Just pop against your defense. Who, let me go ahead and check on my phone here. I want to know what the Dolphins defensive ranking is. Because this is what's going to actually screw y'all. Let me go to stats and let me go to team. Let me go to off defensive. So, in total defense, the Miami Dolphins are ranked middle of the pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You're ranked 17th in the NFL in yards in defense. Points per game. The Miami Dolphins are ranked, holy shit, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. You're ranked 26th in defense and points allowed. How many rushing yards do y'all in total points? Total points, y'all are ranked in defense. Middle of the pack again, 17th. Rushing yards. Rushing yards allowed. 31, 32, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. Y'all are ranked 22 in rush defense. In passing defense, 30, 31, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. 22. You're ranked 22 in pass defense, 22 in run defense, 17th in yards allowed, and literally dead last in points per game. That's your defense. And why? Why is that? Could it be that you got rid of the wrong head coach? Because even when y'all were trash, when your offense was putrid and Tua couldn't throw a fucking pineapple down the river, you still had a top 10 defense in every category. Y'all had one of the best defenses in the NFL despite choking down the stretch. Even against good teams, your defense was good. So what changed? You still got your defensive players, right? You still got your corners. You got Byron Jones. You got what's his name? Howard. You still got a decent second. You still got a decent safety. Your linebacking core got upgraded. Your defensive line got upgraded. So what happened? Oh, that's right. That's right. You hired a nerd. You hired an analytics nerd who doesn't actually acknowledge the fact that he's half black. He's just a human being, per his quote, right? And he doesn't know how to coach damn defense. But you don't want to blame it on Mike McDaniels. You want to blame it on your defensive coordinator. Was it his name? Boyer? You want to blame it on defense coordinator. But who's in charge of hiring the defensive coordinator? That's right, Mike McDaniels. He's the one who's in charge of getting the coaching staff together. So he is the one who bears responsibility. Just like Belichick bears responsibility for fucking hiring Matt Patricia. You got rid of a great defensive mind in Brian Flores and brought in a no-name analytics nerd who's a Shanahan, who's a little apple, or undeveloped apple on top of in the Kyle Shanahan coaching tree, right? That's who you hired. You ain't hired. You hired Boy Wonder. What do you call him? Mini Shula. Mini Shula. Josh Boyer's your defense coordinator, right? Your defense is ranked literally you're bottom of the pack in every defensive statistical category. And it's not like you guys have played great quarterbacks either. But oh, Dolphins fans, you're going to learn one of these days. You're going to learn one of these days. My wife got me a special gift for my 30th birthday. That's a terrible birthday gift. I wonder what the free talk thread is saying here. I'm just curious what. I got to keep my eye on you peasants. You know what I mean? I have to keep my eye on you. I got to know what your fan base is thinking at all times. Chargers playoff hopes are running on fumes. That being said, I expect a lot of bullshit from their game plan. Punt fakes going forward on the sideline. Trick plays, anything to keep them alive. Bro, you lose this game, your playoff hopes are literally hanging by a thread. What are y'all talking about? If we beat the Chargers and the Bills lose to the Jets, do we get bumped to number 1? Yeah, only if the Chiefs lose. You retake the division, but that's not gonna fucking happen. Any Dolphins news? Any Dolphins news worthy? That's right, you got your game flexed. Flex, y'all. Look at you, how pathetic your fan base is, going after Josh Allen, who's completely owned your franchise. What is this monstrosity? A half? What is this? A half? What the fuck is this? Please tell me that's like a player's kid. What the fuck is this jersey? Tanter? Is that a half Tannehill? Don't tell me that's a half Tannehill. Bro, why would you do that to your kid, bro? What is this? That's a half Tannehill and a half. Who the fuck is this? What kind of fucking jersey is this, bro? I'm not roasting the kid. I'm roasting the damn jersey. What the fuck is this, bro? What, somebody's like tore 2 jerseys apart and just like stitched them together. The numbers ain't even, bro. I gotta read the comments on this shit. This shit looks terrible, bro. The Fiscal Dolphin Niners. I still don't know who the fuck that Niners player is, bro. That just ain't right. That's just wrong. Anyway, guys, I'm going to post the I'm only going to be on here for another 10 minutes. So if y'all got something to say to me, if you have a problem with what I said, you guys want to debate me for 10 minutes, anybody can join. I posted the StreamYard link in the chat. Y'all are welcome to join. So I'll be waiting y'all backstage while I go look something up real quick. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Where is my favorite Dolphins pick? Where is my favorite Dolphins pick? Where is my favorite Dolphins pick? I can't find it anywhere. Where is my favorite? Oh, did I play this clip yet? I'll see y'all back, Chase. I'll get to y'all in a second.
I can't wait to enjoy my drive home. Every fucking year with this team, dog. 3-0 for nothing. Like, I have so much to say that I can't even say it. This shit is fucking embarrassing, dog. I'm never fucking gassing this team up again until they win a playoff game. I'm fucking done.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Who's backstage? We got Sharif. We got EM Emotion. Is that EM Emotional? And we got...
I'm not EM Dolphin fan. I'm EM Baller. So I'm not...
Hey, guy.
Well, that name...
What's good, Master at Work?
So what y'all got to say, man?
I want to just say when I was on the chat the other night and I left, you said that we get all excited as Bill fans when we win, and it ain't that. It's all the doo-doo TD talks and everything that gets me riled up.
I ain't got no problem with y'all getting excited.
And the Jets guy that gets me riled up. You know, Richie, because they shouldn't be
hey, bro,
so
I want
cocky, you know, they haven't done anything yet.
Hey, bro, I want to hear from Dolphins fans. This is a Dolphins.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, what y'all got to say, man?
Go ahead, Ian.
All right, I'll go first then. You disrespecting my coach, I can't stand that slander, so I'll just say a little thing.
What have I said about him that's false?
Well, you said the Dolphins probably hired the wrong coach and you only went on defense. Okay, yes, our defense is struggling, but our offense was one of the worst under Brian Flores every season he was here. But now with Mike McDaniel, we have the second passing offense, I believe, and like the third or fourth ranked total offense. So
against a bunch of
he
bums.
knows what he's doing. But obviously, if Boyer doesn't straighten things up, we need to get a new DC. I agree with that.
Would you rather have the number one defense or the number one offense?
Number one offense. Because people say,
in what scenario do you win a Super Bowl?
Well, if you have a good offense, you can win shootouts, obviously. But
give me a team that's won shootouts to win a Super Bowl.
Well, that's why I don't really agree with people. That's just people in the comments section. But and another thing is that he is nah, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. But what I will say
no. Go ahead and say it.
No. What I was going to say is the half black comment, but you.
Do you want me to bring up the clip because I have the clip?
What?
I have the clip of him.
I know. And did you also see the clip of him when Marcel Louis-Jacques asked him that same question and Mike McDaniel went more in depth? You obviously didn't see that. So you got.
It was the entire press conference.
I know that, but there's also an interview with Marcel Louis-Jacques.
What did he say? What did he say?
Channel, I believe. So you got to see.
What did he say?
What he basically said was, yes, my dad is half black, and he just doesn't want to just tell everyone all the time that what his ethnicity is. You know, he's a head coach, not a politician. So, I mean, I don't mind that he said he's just a human being, but you know, He is half
No,
black. So, but
the
who
problem
cares?
was it doesn't even matter what his race is, bro.
I
The
know
problem
that's my
was
problem is that people make a big deal like, oh, he's not actually black. Like, who cares?
the reason why it was even brought up is because Flores was black who got fired, and the fact that he's like Logic, the rapper. He doesn't just like me, bro. I don't look black, and I'm half black, so I understand that. The problem
Exactly. You should
is
understand
when
it
they
was half
asked him. No, the problem is when they asked him the question. He literally said, "I don't want to. I've never looked at it like that. Like I've gotten advantage or whatever. And that I'm just a human being, bro."
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, he didn't get promotions because he's half black. He got promotions because Shanahan really liked him, and
He couldn't have gotten
did very
promotions
well
because
with
he's
his
half black. Because he's not. Because nobody number one knew, and nobody like, bro. Come on, nobody acknowledged it, bro. I'm
But
gonna play the clip.
hardcore fans knew because San Francisco. Everyone announced San Francisco got compensation picks. You don't get
Bro,
compensation
listen,
picks.
I'm about to find the clip. Y'all keep talking. I'm about to find the clip.
All right.
So MAT, this is Sharif. I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm trying because I know you do your research, right? And if you have found this clip, I know you probably would have added it to the roasting of us when we lost Sunday. So there is a clip out somewhere where Jimmy Garoppolo had an interview before the game where he insisted that the Miami Dolphins had interest in him, obviously, when they got McDaniel, and the interest was there, but Miami didn't have the capital. Now, the audio and the video supposed to be out there. Now, when it comes to you roasting us on the video clips when we lose, I could see you adding something like that into it. That's the only reason why I brought it up. But
Well, here's the clip. Let's listen. Everybody, everybody listen.
The issues raised by your predecessor in his legal action raise any red flags in your mind about this organization? If not, why not? And if so, how did you resolve them in your own mind?
Red flags.
Okay, so this is another clip. I got the other. Let's play this one first.
I can honestly say there was absolutely no red flags.
So he starts off his press conference lying. It's a blatant lie. Stephen Ross got popped he got suspended, right? You guys were being investigated for cheating, for tanking. And when you guys fired Brian Flores, you literally put his record up there when it's a known fact that he offered Brian Flores $100,000 to tank games on purpose, and there was no red flags. There was no red flags about that.
And the reason why was because I was stepping into an organization with a boss that I don't think people give it its proper due. Stephen Ross, there's a lot of people in professional sports, that are out to make money. And I mean, I can't lie. I feel like if I'd spend that much money, I'd want to make a lot of money. But like I said, when I walked in that door, you look at every single detail within this building. You look at the people that are hired. You look at just all the extents that there's no cost too high for winning for him.
MAT, watching this again.
When you're in multiple organizations, you realize
Stephen Ross is a worse owner than James Dolan. I'm gonna just say it right now.
Really is lucky to
He should
have
just sell the team, man.
an owner that,
How is he
right, wrong,
worse?
or indifferent, all he
I think
cares
he's
about
worse
is
than
winning.
James Dolan
And
of
as
the
a
New York
coach,
Knicks.
That's all you are literally looking for.
Explain.
That's all.
So did he lie or did he tell the truth in his press conference?
Well, he did tell the truth when he said
It
for
highlights
Ross,
a
there's no
lying
price on
Stephen
winning
Ross.
because Ross wrote the checks to get Tyreek Hill and Armstead and all that. So
He asked him, "Did you see any red flags when you got by taking the job?" And when there were tons of red flags when you guys got docked the first round pick and a third round pick
for trying to
And
get your
Stephen
guy,
Ross-
him,
and your guy was gonna agree to come over. MAT, we was gonna get him for about 2 years, and then he would have get the divorce. But he probably might not have gotten a divorce in South Florida.
Who are you talking about?
Brady. That's what he got caught for.
This has,
Don't you know that?
and so
Where does Brady come up in this?
so you want to believe that this had nothing to do. You don't, because even in the memo, I read the memo. It
The
even states that
investigation.
the investigation stated that Ross said it in a joking manner.
No, the payout,
joking
the
manner.
payout. But they doxed him and the time frame of where he was on the boat with Brady trying to get flow on.
I don't
They caught him.
Hootie. I don't care
They
about
wanted
a
your
hoopty
guy.
bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care about any hoopty doo about Tom Brady. This has everything
Why
to
do you
do
think
with
Stephen Ross brought Brady on the yacht?
You gonna
Give
let
me
me
your
talk,
honor.
bro? Listen, bro. I will mute you. Let me talk. This has everything to do with cheating. The reason why they used Tankgate was a cover, because Stephen Ross is invested in in his gambling site. So he's invested in a gambling site, right? And he's offering his coach, who he just hired, to tank games on purpose. Do you see the correlation here? If it came out and the NFL admitted that yes, Stephen Ross 100% was cheating and tanking on purpose for a better draft pick, and he's invested in sports gambling, you do realize that's match fixing.
So
That would be the biggest scandal in NFL history, because you're blatantly telling your fans and people that bet on the sport that the NFL is rigged, because you have an owner that could literally he's invested. He owns a sports gambling website, bro. And you are in control of what happens on the field. You're tanking on purpose, but you have a coach that doesn't want to tank because it's his first NFL job. So he's not going to take the money. He's not going to take the bribe. You're bribing a head coach who, by the way, African Americans don't get a lot of chances in the NFL, as we can see. In his first coaching opportunity, you're asking him to lose on purpose so you can get the number one pick. You don't see how that's wrong. You don't see how that's cheating.
I don't think none of us are saying that's wrong. I don't. Any one of us is saying it's wrong.
And here's how you know he got popped bad. You got docked a first round draft pick, bro. You don't get docked a first round draft pick for tampering, because plenty of teams have got caught tampering.
Listen,
plenty of teams have got caught tampering and have never gotten docked a draft pick.
Master at
teams have got caught tampering and their owner didn't get suspended. So where do you think that punishment came from? I'll tell you how it came from. Roger Goodell sat Stephen Ross in a fucking chair and said, "How stupid are you? How stupid are you? Now I have to suspend you, and I have to make it look like I'm coming down hard on you, because if somebody from the outside investigates this,
that's good
and they
observation.
actually find no, bro, I'm speaking. You can speak after I'm finished. And they find that yes, the Miami Dolphins are guilty of taking on purpose for a better draft pick, and you're involved in sports gambling, and you offered your coach $100,000 to tank, and then you fired him, stating his record when you offered money for him to lose games anyway. So why would you put his record out there in the memo when you fired him to an African American head coach?
But Brian,
you don't see
years when we had a good
go, and now you can respond.
All right, go ahead, Sharif. I'll go.
Yeah, so you left out on the fact that they doxed the time frame of when they had several visits with Brady on the boat, on the yacht.
I don't care about tampering, bro. Every team is tampers, but that's has nothing to do with the fact that literally your owner ruined the integrity of the game. The same thing that Patriots.
What I think you're saying is, we caught you with a bunch of stuff here, but what we're gonna actually fine you for and put it in public is the minor thing. And the minor thing,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Right. The minor thing ended up being, you wanted Brady in 2019, you wanted him in 2021, which was shocking to me, MAT. This is shocking to me, but they did. They wanted him in 2019, as they found, and then they took away the draft pick because of it. But my thing is this. being a Dolphin fan, right, and being a New York Knicks fan, I have to deal with James Dolan and Stephen Ross, and I'm here to say this: Stephen Ross is worse than James Dolan. Period.
Okay.
Because what he's done for my team, I don't have my freaking picks anymore. I cannot look forward to my future. He's stunted the growth, and all you bringing up this interview here again actually causes us Dolphins fans to be pissed at him again.
I'm
Like
not
this
pissed.
is
I love
this.
the hire of Mike McDaniel. What are you talking about?
I'm pissed at Ross, bro. Don't you see who I've been talking about for the last couple minutes?
Yeah, I will
I,
blame Ross for stunting to his growth a little bit for the hire of Brian Flores when Brian Flores couldn't hire an offensive staff, and obviously all the allegations. Okay, that's bad, but I don't think
bro,
it's
I don't have
Dolan.
my 23-2 picks. I don't have them
We're a
because of
playoff team and
Ross.
we have a second round pick. We have 2/3, I believe.
Oh
Still,
my
right?
God.
We
So,
have
okay,
draft
you know what this sounds like, MAT? This sounds like we're gonna bring home Brittany Griner, and she's the best of what we have as America. That's what this sounds like to me.
Okay, I'm not
Because
saying the
what you're
Dolphins are
saying
winning
is
the Super Bowl, but
Stephen
if the
Ross is a
Dolphins win the
nasty
Super Bowl, does it
individual who
matter if we
cheats.
don't have a
But
first round
you're
pick?
gonna skip right over that and tell me something about Flo. He did this year, and he did it in 2019, 2021. He wanted Brady, bro. He wanted Fitzmagic. He wanted Teddy
I know.
Bridgewater way
I'm
before
upset
Tua.
that
He
Ross
he
wanted
wanted
Brady.
people over Tua, not Flo.
I know.
Flo
Yeah,
wasn't here in
that's
2019.
that's the bad
Remember?
part of Ross. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm
He
not saying he's
exactly.
worse than
Flo wasn't
Dolan.
even here in 2019, so we can't even say Flo wanted Brady.
Okay, listen, I gotta play the. I'm gonna
Well,
play
Flo
the.
was here in
the other
2019, but
clip.
yeah.
Let's see. I think this is the one.
My thing is, you put Tua
It's
through
been
all
very
of
odd,
that,
to tell you
right?
the truth. This idea of identifying as something. I think people identify me as something, but I identify as a human being. And my dad's black. So whatever you want to call it, I know there's a lot of people with a shared experience, but it doesn't make, it's weird that it comes up because I've just tried to be a good person, and I think my background opens my eyes a little bit. I don't have any real experience with racism because, I think you identify me as something close to, I don't know. But I know my mom experienced it when she married my dad. I know my dad experienced it, and that's in my family. But I guess that makes me a human being that can identify with other people's problems.
Worst response of all time. Anyway, that's not even what I. Here's another issue. Tyreek Hill. The reason why I'm bringing this all up is because Dolphins fans no longer have a moral high ground to stand on.
So you're saying this as a Patriots fan when you add Aaron Hernandez and you knew he had a shady background, but you dealt with it because he was a good player.
That's not my fault.
That's actually
But
good
that's your
pushback.
team, and you dealt with you didn't mind it. You didn't say anything about Aaron Hernandez.
You're not getting my point. You're not getting my point. Patriots fans will never make excuses for Aaron Hernandez. But Dolphins fans will make excuses for Tyreek Hill, who pled guilty to beating his pregnant girlfriend while she was holding a baby and beat her half to death. Dolphins, who by the way is playing on your team right now, but when the Patriots found out, they didn't even know if he was guilty or not. When as soon as Aaron Hernandez got accused of the double homicide or the homicide, they cut him. And not only did they cut him, there was a line outside of Patriots Place. As soon as they cut him, you can replace all your Aaron Hernandez jerseys for any other Patriots jersey at Patriots Place. They did that. But your franchise, knowing with proof And there is no, oh, is he, there is no he say, there is no she say. No. This is public record. He pled guilty to it.
Now, MAT.
He pled guilty to it. And he's playing on your team now. You knew his background and you still went out and got him.
MAT. I'm a little older than guys up here. I'm 44. I'm sure you know Randy Moss ran over a police officer in his car, but the Patriots went on to sign him. So, and it was a female police officer. He ran over her. Yes.
Did he? Was he found guilty?
He went in the car, pressed gas over a female, and wouldn't stop the car. And you guys signed him.
Jail time? Was he arrested?
No,
Randy Moss wasn't arrested for it.
I really don't.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Okay, but
he was never
charged. Who you guys signed.
He was never charged.
But I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying, where was the wherewithal to keep that guy off your team? So we're nitpicking here is all I'm saying.
So what you're saying is what Randy Moss did, which is not even proven to be fact, against something that
there's video out. There is video out on that.
So why wasn't he charged?
There's not video on Tyreek beating his girlfriend.
Oh no! There's just him admitting to it in the court of law.
Yeah, and he did a terrible thing when he was in college, and he paid the price for it. Like Joe,
because he was in college, we can excuse that.
Paid the price for it, and now he's
so because he did it in college, he wasn't fully developed yet, right? Because he did it in college.
No, but he did get in trouble. He got kicked out of school, and he was given a second chance. Everyone deserves second chances. Do you think master at work?
No, that's not true. Not everybody deserves a second chance.
Okay, if you kill or RA, you know what I mean. Okay,
or you beat up your pregnant girlfriend multiple times, almost killing the baby, you don't deserve a second chance either.
No one died. And I'm not excusing that. It was a terrible thing he did, but
because nobody died. So let's say somebody goes out there and commits a terrorist attack and injures about 100 people, but nobody actually died. That guy deserves a second chance. So because nobody died,
you got to put context.
They deserve a second chance. What about child predators? They deserve second chances because they ain't killed nobody?
Absolutely not.
Okay then, bro. Don't give me that excuse about he didn't kill
Matt
nobody.
Patricia has a tag on him.
Michael Vick,
look, Ian Baller. Matt Patricia can't even go in certain states anymore because he's known as like a freaking child offender, bro. Like Matt Patricia. Like, yes, and why?
Now you're just making shit up.
Hold on now. Matt Patricia in the past has been known to fool around with young women and has been charged.
Where are you getting this? You just making shit up now, bro.
I'm just saying, if we're nitpicking of who Belichick decided to sign on his staff or on his team, we're really nitpicking.
Bro.
What we should be talking about is how the Jets is going to beat the Bills, and what do you feel about that?
There is nothing about Matt Patricia that he's ever been on a sexual register. He's never.
Oh my God! Are you gonna say that? I expect you to already research that, MAT.
Show me
I
something.
expect you to know that.
Where is it? Show me.
Just YouTube it. Just YouTube Matt Patricia and sexual.
Show me the video. Link me the video, bro.
Oh, we can't do that. You might find it on World Star.
No, bro. Show it to me. I want to see it.
But Matt Patricia has passed.
Show it to me. There's nothing on YouTube. I'm looking at it right now. There's literally nothing that references that.
Like certain states.
You have 1 minute to show me anything, any news article, any video, or I'm kicking you out. Because I'm not going to have somebody get on the panel and just blatantly outright lie about somebody.
I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to be right back and drop the link. No, I'm going to drop the link in the comments. That I got to come off of this to go look for it. I can't believe you're the researcher and didn't find that MAT.
It doesn't exist, and now I know you're just trying to get up here and troll, so that's why I'm going to kick you out.
Oh, morals only matter the most if it's affecting his team.
Not only that, I'm going to ban you from the channel. Exactly. Bye. He left on his own. I didn't even ban him.
Yeah, he said he was going to leave.
No, because he was making up blatant lies about people that doesn't even exist.
Well, I don't know anything about Matt Patricia, but I mean,
Google it, bro. Google it. There's nothing on it.
Well, I'm not going to Google it, but yeah, I mean, yeah, Tyreek Hill did a terrible thing, and he was given a second chance, and he was made the most of it. So, but yeah, I mean, there's no excuse of what he did. I'm not making any excuses on that, But
I'm not gonna let y'all off the hook.
oh, you're not going to let us
Y'all
off
are the most pathetic. Y'all are the most disgusting, vile fan base in the history of sports.
Okay, have fun.
And y'all have nothing
Enjoy
to, and
losing
y'all
to
can't
us and
say
watching
nothing to
us make the
argue against it
playoffs
because
while
you
y'all
know it's
sit
true.
on the couch watching us be in the playoffs.
He doesn't have the link, bro. You know how I know? Because it doesn't exist. If y'all can find a link, y'all Google something and let me know. Put it in the chat,
But
and
if
I'll
you banned him,
apologize. But
can he
it doesn't
post anything
exist.
though?
What are you talking about? You can post it in the chat.
But you said you banned him. Even if you're banned, you can
I
post
did
stuff.
not ban him. He left.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna. I thought you said
I
you banned
was,
him.
but then he left before I could ban him.
Oh, never mind. Then.
It doesn't exist. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This is why Dolphins fans are emotionally unstable because they make up lies that doesn't even exist.
I mean, Sharif is says some crazy stuff. He said, you want to hear something crazy? He said that we were going to blow up the 49ers, and the only reason for that is because we blew them out a couple years ago. That's the only reason. Like, yeah, but well, whatever. He has his opinions, whatever.
Anyway, if y'all want to come up here, only Dolphins fans allowed. Troy, I got to kick you out, bro. You're not a Dolphins fan. This is between me and Dolphins fans. This is personal.
You're making it. I have nothing personal against Patriots fans.
I do. I hate all Dolphins
I'm just
fans.
laughing at their suffering.
I believe the Dolphins should be kicked out of the NFL. I don't think y'all deserve to be an NFL team.
Because you're tired of losing to a nerd like Mike McDaniel, right? And it doesn't matter what head coach we have. Ever since Brady left, we only
played him one time. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, but I also said that it doesn't matter if we have Brian Flores or Mike McDaniel. We're going to beat y'all.
Sharif, you're not coming back in here, bro, until you give me a link. It's not happening. And I don't see no link.
But didn't he say he was going to post a link in the private chat?
I don't see no link in the private chat.
But, could he? Okay.
You can look at it. There is no link, bro, in the private chat. Y'all can look at the private chat yourself.
Oh, there is.
What the fuck is this? Bro, this is not nothing, bro. What the fuck is this, dog? Bro, stop posting fake links in the fucking chat, dog. Okay, bro, you're banned. I can't have you posting fake links. You're banned. Bye. Any other motherfucker wants to post fake links in my chat? Any other Dolphins fans got something to say? Didn't think so. Anyway, back to your pathetic fan base. Let's see what out here. What do you got? 133, probably 15 more minutes. Let's see here. What else can I find on it? There's a lot of stuff I have on the Dolphins. What do we need to talk about here? I do remember y'all got popped for tampering when y'all hired Don Shula and you got docked the first round draft pick. So since the Patriots, remember when the Patriots got caught for Spygate and we got docked the first round draft pick, how your fan base wanted to put an asterisk on our Super Bowls because of Spygate, because we got docked a first round draft pick. Well, if we're going to go by the same standards you hold the Patriots to, we need to hold the Miami Dolphins to the same standard. Since Don Shula, the Miami Dolphins got docked the first round draft pick when they tampered for Don Shula and got caught and busted for cheating, then I'm guessing we have to take away the 2 Super Bowls that he won with Miami, because technically he should have never been a Miami Dolphins coach. So technically, going by your standards, the 1972 Miami Dolphins perfect season doesn't count. It doesn't. So I'm putting an asterisk on your perfect season that you celebrate every year like a pathetic fan base that you are. Then I'm putting an asterisk on the Super Bowl, the one that you won after that. Which, by the way, you guys don't have to worry about those asterisks because none of you were alive to see them. So, unless you had I don't know, were VCRs were a thing? I think you guys probably could have watched it on Betamax. So, you don't believe me? The Dolphins didn't get caught for cheating? Here, I'll even look it up on Google and show you since y'all don't want to believe me. See, I'm about to show proof unlike you. Oh shit, there's actually a news article too. You about to dig up all your little skeletons, Dolphins fans. You about to dig them all up. And you got fined $500,000. So he should have stayed with the Baltimore Colts. That's what it is. Here, we're about to share this. So y'all know what I'm talking about. Since y'all don't want to believe me. We're about to put an asterisk on y'all Super Bowls. So anytime Dolphins fans want to bring up that irrelevant perfect season where you barely played any games to even do it, after the 1969 season, Don Shula left the Colts, being lured away by the Miami Dolphins, changing the fortunes of the Dolphins for about 25 years. But what if Shula had remained in Baltimore? And it certainly would look quite different. So let's go ahead and read. Anyway, the full disclosure. Already was born. Colts lost Super Bowl. Disappointing to see United Dolphins began contract negotiations with Shula when it was sent in. Shula opted to leave Baltimore for Miami. Since the talks between Shula and Dolphins occurred before and after the merger, Dolphins got hit with a tampering charge, surrendered their first round pick to the Colts. Still, the Dolphins ended up with Shula. So, the Dolphins tampered to get Shula, just like they tried to do with Tom Brady. They got hit. This was before and after the merger. They got hit with a tampering charge. They had to surrender their first round pick to the Colts. So your first round pick actually went to the Colts. You got fined, I know, $500,000. It's very likely that the Dolphins do not go undefeated in 1972. Do not have the success through the 70s. They were combined 15, 39, and 2 in their first 4 years of existence. They went 10-4, made the playoffs with Shula. Second season, they made the Super Bowl. Third and fourth seasons, the Dolphins won the Super Bowl. And we all know what happened after that, right? Dan Marino came around and Miami and Shula with Marino didn't never won a Super Bowl. Not only did he not win a Super Bowl, he coached 10 years there. And which, by the way, Belichick's going to pass Don Shula very, very soon. So, and we beat you in the only playoff game that we played against each other. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me, Dolph Ignition. The only time the Patriots and the Dolphins ever met in the playoffs, we beat y'all in the AFC Championship game. The Squish the Fish game. I remember that. I wasn't alive. It's like most of you Dolphins fans weren't alive during the 70s. But I remember my dad telling me about that game. So anyway, I'm gonna put the link down in the chat one more time. Y'all got 10 minutes to say what y'all got to say, and then we can end the stream. I think I've done enough. And tomorrow's gonna be a beautiful day. The Jets are gonna get their ass stumped by Buffalo, and then I get to sit back and watch Tua get exposed for the second straight week in a rout, and the Dolphins collapse at the end of the season. Justin Herbert is going to put up 30-plus points on your defense. Justin Herbert's going to put up 400 yards on your defense. Justin Herbert is going to end Tua's career tomorrow, once and for all. And there will be no debate that the Dolphins fucked up another quarterback by drafting Tua. Turn the ball over Justin Herbert. What's up, Dolphin Ignition? You like my little soliloquy today?
Yeah, I was just waiting to see if you were done yet.
I'm done.
Okay. I don't see any reason why Miami shouldn't have a Dolphin team. I mean, every NFL team has skeletons behind their closet. And
besides the Patriots, we just got railroaded.
I'm pretty sure aren't we paying our punishment for the tank job? Or is there any more punishments?
I know it should have been a worse punishment. If it was up to me, the Dolphins would have gotten they would have to be banned from the NFL from competing in any games for the next 5 years, and then you can come back. I think that would have been a rightful punishment.
Whoa,
banned from the league.
Wait, 5 years?
5 years. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like a fair number to me.
You're such a hater.
How many games did you win that season? I mean, how many games did you lose?
How many games? Wait, which season?
The tanking season.
The tank. I believe we only won 5 games. One was against the only games we won were the Colts, that Bengals game. Don't worry, Master at Work. I'm saving the best win for last. You know.
You guys should have got banned for every loss you guys had that season.
So that's why you said 5 years. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it can be widely argued that, heck, Justin Herbert may be better than Tua Tagovailoa, but the fact of the matter is, it's the entire team.
Hold on, I gotta respond to some of these people in this chat.
Okay.
It wasn't for tanking, it was for tampering. Bro, y'all really don't listen to what I got to say. It was not for tampering, bro. Yeah, on the surface. That's like, for instance, when O.J. Simpson got caught, right? The second time, they remember how he got off. We all know what happened, right? He got off for the murder charge. We all know he did it. When he got caught for stealing his own memorabilia, when he got sentenced, listen, that sentence had nothing to do with stealing his own memorabilia from USC. It had everything to do with they were trying to punish him for the murder he got away with the first time. This is exactly like the O.J. Simpson shit. They knew that they couldn't hit you with the tanking shit because had they done that, the NFL would be under investigation for rigging and match fixing, because that would mean that the NFL would have been in on it because they knew Stephen Ross has his own gambling website or was in a gambling business for sports betting. So you can't have an owner of an NFL franchise own a stake in an NFL in sports gambling and try to pay his head coach $100,000 to lose on purpose.
I guess everything
That's illegal. It's a federal offense. That would be he would go to prison for that. If that came out to be true. So they had to do the next big thing. They told Stephen Ross, listen, we're going to suspend you the first, 6-7 games of the season. We're going to hit you with a $500,000 fine, and we're going to take away your first-round pick and a third-round pick. And we're going to be done with it. They had to make the punishment severe enough so the outside, like the FBI, wouldn't investigate the Miami Dolphins and Stephen Ross. So on the surface, they said it was for tampering with Tom Brady. But no team in NFL history, other than the Miami Dolphins, who got docked the first round pick for tampering at Don Shula, got hit with a $500,000 fine, a first round pick docked, a third round pick docked, and your owner suspended. All that for tampering? No team in NFL history has ever gotten that. Not even the Patriots for Spygate got hit. They got, y'all got hit harder than the Patriots did, right? For Spygate.
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I mean,
So if we're going by that, if we're going by the NFL rule book, what was worse, Spygate or Tankgate? The punishment, if y'all got punished worse, then that means Tankgate was worse, right?
but
Somebody in the comment section respond to that.
But Spygate didn't. But Spygate didn't affect this. Okay, let me rephrase myself. Spygate made a huge impact on you guys making it to the Super Bowl.
He did. We cheated to win.
Just was. I mean, what did we get out of Tank? What did we get out of Tank?
Listen, what you get if I tell you, had Ron Flores abandoned his moral compass and took Stephen Ross's $100,000 and tanked, you guys would have gotten Joe Burrow. Not only would you have gotten Joe Burrow,
but the reason
you would have one of the best one of the top elite young quarterbacks in the league. And what Joe Burrow, when he took the Bengals in his second year to the Super Bowl, something that Tua couldn't even take him took y'all to the playoffs. Y'all would have had Jamar Chase. Not bad. What am I talking about? Not Jamar Chase. Y'all would have had Waddle with Joe Burrow and Tyreek Hill.
Hey, we probably could have had Justin Herbert. We probably could have had all that. But the thing is, I think the win against the Cincinnati Bengals also played a role in not achieving Joe Burrow, and the fact that Joe Burrow kind of grew up in didn't he grow up in that section of Ohio? He probably would have gone. What?
No, but if y'all would have had a number one pick, it wouldn't have mattered.
I'm pretty sure he grew up. No, I'm pretty sure it's been said he grew up in that area, so he probably
did, but it wouldn't have mattered, bro, because you guys would have had the number one pick. If you out-tanked the Bengals, you guys would have had a number one pick.
Yeah, but
it wouldn't have mattered where the fuck he was from. Y'all were going to draft him anyway. And Flores didn't want Tua. That's the entire reason why he wanted to get rid of his ass.
We probably weren't. But the thing is, I think Stephen Ross was intending on getting Burrow in the first place. But because I think that win against the Cincinnati Bengals kind of ruined that, I think they ended up going. Our not general manager. I'm so
Well, don't worry about it, bro. Listen, I'm about to end this shit anyway. What did I want to say? Let me ask y'all one more question in the chat. I want y'all to answer this to me. Let's say the season goes the way you want it to. Let's say the Dolphins make the playoffs, the Patriots finish last, but y'all get knocked out in a wild card game. Who had the better season, Patriots or Dolphins?
Dolphins.
That's your answer? I want to know what the chat says. If the Patriots finish last in the division, the Dolphins make the playoffs, but lose in a wild card, extending your playoff losing streak to 23 seasons without a playoff win.
Well, I could just.
Who had the better season, the Patriots or the Dolphins?
And as the chat says that, I'm just gonna between you and me, Tyson. I just want to say that the only thing I desire. I'm not expecting this team to go to the Super Bowl. But all I want is just this season to end with a playoff win. Now, if we're paired with the Chiefs and the Bills, that's probably not going to happen. And if we're paired with the Browns, I think Deshaun Watson will play circles around us. But any other team out there, I think it's going to be a W. But I just want the Dolphins to finally end their 22-year streak of a playoff win drought.
Somebody asked. I want to highlight this because this is what I was at. I was just waiting for this one. Why would a non-playoff team have the better season? we have the better draft pick. You guys have no draft picks.
Let
You
me also
lost.
Mm.
You
Let me also-
and you still wouldn't have won a playoff game. You would still be right behind the Lions at second for the longest playoff drought in NFL history. So, who had the better season? Dolphins team that had high expectations with Tua. He had Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and a new head coach, but couldn't win a playoff game. Or the Patriots, who, let's just be honest, nobody fucking picked us this season to do anything. So who had the better season? But we get a better draft pick. And while y'all have no draft picks because you got busted for cheating. So again, I ask you, who had the better season? A team with high expectations but still couldn't get it done, or a team with no expectations that's still building?
You know, looking back on 2019-2020 season, I mean, when we tanked, but we were a huge reason for Tom Brady to leave the Patriots.
It doesn't. Nope. Again,
I'm
California. It matters where you end up at the end of the season. Yeah, if you win a Super Bowl, it does. I was told that it doesn't matter unless you win a Super Bowl. Isn't that true, Dolphins fans? But in your case, it doesn't matter until you win a damn playoff game. So how is your season a success if you make the playoffs? Hell, you made the playoffs under Adam Gase. So is your season a success if you make the playoffs but lose? Because I was told last season when the Patriots made the playoffs and got blown out in the wild card that our season was a failure. So how does that not apply to the Miami Dolphins this season? If y'all make the playoffs, they get blown the hell out or lose in a wild card.
You know,
so tell me that.
Point, because if Jacoby Brissett was not our starting quarterback against the Raiders and the Colts, we probably would have taken your spot. So I guess maybe you make a point when you say
California, you're killing it, bro. And I'm wondering your name is California. I said it matters if we have a better record than you. How? Are you going to hang up a banner at Hard Rock Stadium? The Dolphins had a better record than the Patriots this season. Is that you're going to be your banner? Is that the top? Is that you're just contempt with being better than the Patriots? By the way, not a Tom Brady led Patriots team, so there really is nothing to brag about. Like they're beating us, you don't get any bragging rights anymore. You don't get first dibs and first take for beating this Patriots team anymore. When you beat us when we had Tom Brady, that was a different story. But beating us now is no accomplishment.
Oh no, I'm not thinking of it.
So again, how is you having a better record than us matter?
Hey,
Yeah, you're right. Listen, California, you're right. Wait, hold on. What's that? This comment. He said, so that makes 31 other teams a failure. You're getting it. You're getting it. If your team doesn't win, listen. I can speak from experience. When the Patriots were 19-0 and lost to the Giants with a helmet catch in 2007, season was a failure. They didn't finish the job. 2012, when the Patriots lost again to the New York Giants in the Super Bowl, when Eli Manning threw that fucking blind pass to Mario Manningham on the sideline and Wilson Welker dropped Tom Brady's ball. That season was a failure, but they went to the Super Bowl though, right? What about the Eagles Super Bowl when Matt Patricia's fat ass benched Malcolm Butler and Brady threw for over freaking 500 yards but still lost? Was that season a failure? Yes, it was. It was a failure. You think I look back at those 3 Super Bowl losses as an accomplishment? Hell no. Hell no. So, there's your answer.
If the Saints had have beaten the Rams in the 2019 NFC championship, do you think the Patriots would have beaten that Saints team?
Wait, we'll say that again.
Okay, so you know how that controversial NFC Championship match between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans
Yeah,
Saints?
yeah. So if the Saints had beaten them, yeah, we would still beat the Saints. It would have been a little
Really?
bit different game. It would have been a different
Oh,
game
really?
plan.
I don't know. The way that offense, dude, the way that offense looked, the offense looked sus.
You do realize we had like the number one defense in that year, right? Our
Mm,
defense held the Rams to
yeah,
like 3
but that,
points.
dude, that Saints offense probably would have ran, sir. I'm not gonna lie. That Saints offense would have
Bro,
probably.
listen, we're dealing in
And plus, it was a
hypotheticals.
dome.
At
And
the
plus,
end
it
of the
was
day,
in
they
Atlanta. It
choked.
was a dome. It was a dome, and you know how
Good.
Drew Brees does when he gets the dome. When he gets
So
a
they hosted the NFC Championship game in the dome and couldn't do shit.
because of no cap, because of that no, mainly because of that.
They
no
still weren't scoring points. Hey, you do realize the game went to overtime, and the Saints got the ball first, and Drew Brees threw an interception, and all he had to do, and that was before the overtime rules changed. He had a chance to get him in field goal range.
Well,
All they did was to get in field goal range to win. There wasn't the end of the overtime rule didn't happen until the year after, because that was the same year the Patriots got the ball. Well, no, we could have still kicked the field goal, but that was the same year where the Patriots got the ball first against the Chiefs, and we beat them in Kansas City, and we beat them on the first drive.
But
Drew Brees had the same opportunity, and he choked.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I think that Saints offense would have. I think that Saints offense would have put up at least a 10-point difference.
I mean, then I can go 2007 when the Patriots choked a 21-3 lead against the Colts, against Peyton Manning, and when we we would have beat the Bears in that Super Bowl, Rex Grossman. So that's one ring.
10 to 45. 10 to
2006.
10 to 45 difference kind of makes it hard for me to. Well,
I can go through a lot of seasons where the Patriots, if they would have never fucked up in the AFC Championship game, they would have won the Super Bowl that year against the team that was in the Super Bowl.
By the way,
like if the Giants had fucking never upset the Packers in 2007, it was Brett Favre, we would have beat that Packers team.
I do have two quick questions, like kind of outside. How's the Discord page in the in this AFC Roundtable doing? It's
pretty busy. I mean, they still got some characters in there. I hop in there from time to time.
What about the master? What about the
that one's coming back alive now because of the EDP situation.
Oh,
which, by the way, I have an interview with Chris Hansen on Tuesday that we're recording.
Yeah, that's right. That's gonna be.
Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm doing an interview with Chris Hansen, not because I'm a sexual predator, but because I caught EDP again. So he wants to interview me. It's going to be recorded and it's going to be uploaded to his YouTube channel. So
should I order some pizza?
It's been a busy week. It's been a busy week. I was on World Star Hip Hop. This week. I was on No Jumper with Adam 22. He reacted to my video. I was on Nigga News on Instagram. Y'all should check them out. They're called Nigga News. What else? There was Penguin Zero or whatever. Moist Critical mentioned me in his video. I've had a busy week, and my Twitter will be unsuspended in approximately 4 hours. And the only reason it was locked was because a sensitive Dolphins fan by the name of Finn's Receipts reported me. And my Twitter has been locked for like 7 days. So,
by the way, have you been keeping up with the World Cup?
I have. I watched both games today. I watched all the games, all the quarterfinals games.
Yeah. Tell me about
your
thoughts on some of these games.
Fucking, they did Ronaldo dirty, man. They should have played him the entire game. If you can't go out like that, yeah, Morocco hasn't given up a goal. You know that Morocco hasn't given up a goal all tournament. The only goal they gave up was their own goal. They have a good defense.
I know, right? You've seen this.
And so they play in France and England. I'm happy. I always root against England. I was happy France won. They had 2 penalty kicks and they're complaining about the refs. Harry Kane should have bagged that last one.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really. I mean, okay, I partly semi-root for England. I mean, I can understand they have a lot of England has a lot of skeletons in the closet, but I think those missed free kicks, that missed penalty from Kane, just takes a bigger reason why England got eliminated, and it's really sucks. And it kind of goes along with the Dolphins because that England team was stacked. This was their one chance to do it, and
But
now
France was stacked too. France had the same team they had minus fucking Benzema on that World Cup
Yeah.
team that they won with.
God,
Bro, that France team is nasty, man. Like people
dude,
don't
Hugo
understand.
Lloris is a freaking dude. Hugo Lloris is fucking yo. Who do you think's gonna win, and who do you think the final two are gonna be?
If I had put my money on it, I think it's going to be France and Argentina.
I
And I
think it's
think France is going to. I think France is going to win it again. Who do I want to win? I would like to see Morocco win, just because that would be a good story. That would be insane if they ended up winning the whole thing.
I'm sorry, but the way they beat Brazil and shut them down like everywhere. I'm sorry, Croatia.
You talking about Croatia?
Yeah, Croatia won my freaking heart.
Well, Croatia was in the final last time too, so I'm not surprised that they beat Brazil.
But the thing I love about Croatia is that, and this is the thing, Brazil fans are like Cowboy fans. What they failed to realize is that when the NFL was young, the Cowboys was probably ahead of everybody's time. Well, that's the same with the FIFA World Cup. Brazil was ahead of everyone's time, but now the world, especially just yesterday, just a small piece of Yugoslavia caught up with them, and they showed, and if you saw that game, the world should realize that, first off, scoreless soccer isn't always boring, and second off, you don't need a hot shot striker to win games when you've got this awesome midfield that just stops Brazil in every chance they could at scoring a long goal and stop their defense. It's so exciting the way they take everybody to penalty shootout. It's so.
I love how England always loses on a penalty. England always loses on a penalty kick.
I feel bad for her, but you know what? I mean,
I don't.
But I feel bad for like Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, Sterling.
I hate all of them. I'm a Man City fan. I don't like any of them though. Rashford plays for
but
United.
I feel bad for the way
Saka plays for Arsenal.
Yeah, but the way they were treated after the Euro 2020 when.
Well, yeah, that was unexpected. I'm not. I mean, shoot, come on now. That's not surprising. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm about to end this shit.
I got you.
Like I said, I have France, Argentina in the final. I have France winning. Preferably, I want France and Croatia. No. Preferably, if I had my wish, I would want Morocco to win it all. But I just don't. I think their road's gonna. France has too much firepower, bro.
I don't know. Croatia got that lockdown. Croatia's got that lockdown. But
we'll see.
But yeah, I guess with the stream almost ending, I just want to say, let's go Dolphins. Let's go Dolphins, baby.
Y'all are losing tomorrow night. Anyway, Dolphins fans, it was nice.
Baby.
It's been nice, and when you lose tomorrow, you can already expect. You can expect another video when you wake up on Monday morning.
That'll be when pigs fly.
So when the Chargers and Justin Herbert expose you again, you're gonna wake up Monday morning, and you're gonna look through your YouTube feed. Don't be surprised if I get you again, Dolphins fans. Every loss from here on out, every time you lose for the rest of the season, I will make a video on this channel about it.
And can you keep that promise, unlike Judah Tribe?
Which one? To make a video every time y'all lose?
To like unleash all the Schadenfreude, because he said that same shit too when he blamed the refs for the Bears' loss to us.
Yeah. Well, listen, Dolphins fans, it's been fun, but your season is coming to an end, and and that's about it. Like I said, appreciate everybody for watching. It was my turn to do a stream. I did not think I was about to go 2 hours, but here we are. Dolphins fans, I just had to give y'all the business. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all, if you want to, we got a Patreon, we got a Discord. All our links are on our Twitter and our YouTube page. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We got a Patreon. We got a Discord. And and subscribe to like TD and Dan and Richie and everybody. If you like to follow me, y'all know where to find me. Especially after this week, y'all know where to find me after everything that's happened. But that's about all I got to say. Fuck the Miami Dolphins. Fuck your fan base. Fuck your franchise. Fuck Don Shula. Fuck Tua. Fuck Mike McDaniel. Fuck that pregnant wife beater, Tyreek Hill. Fuck your owner, who's a cheating bastard. And I wish you nothing but pain and misery for another 22 years? And yeah, peace out, guys. I'm out.